गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम्। We will read from Pranavopasana. This is 8th Anuvak. Whatever page number is there, you can see. Om iti Brahma, Om iti Dagam Sarvam, Om iti Dadanukriti, हस्म वा अप्यो श्रावयेत्याश्रावयन्ति ओमिति सामानि गायन्ति ओगं शोमिति शस्त्राणि शगंसन्ति ओमित्यद्वर्यो प्रतिगरम् प्रतिगृह्णाति ओमिति ब्रह्मा प्रसौति ओमित्यग्निहोत्रमनुजानाति ओमिति ब्राह्मण प्रवक्षन्नाह ब्रह्मोपाप्नवानीति ब्रह्मैवोपाप्नोति ओम शांति 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 We had been seeing the importance of upasana. We had known that there are two things. One is knowledge of the scriptures gained through the Shravanam or gained through company of saints. And other is our vasana. If the vasana is as per the knowledge of the scripture, then in life they will be satyam. Life will not be having a contradiction between what I really know is right and what I do or what I feel. Knowing, feeling and doing are in one line. And such a personality will have more quietness, surrender, sacrifice, etc. But very, very few are in this category, maybe less than 1%. Most of the seekers, vasana is something and their knowledge of the scripture is something. What they know is very different than what they feel about the world and what they do. And to bridge the gap between knowing and feeling, there is a technique called upasana. What upasana does? It takes the conscious good thought to the unconscious and subconscious level. Because when we respond from our vasanas. If the knowledge has not been one with the knowledge, there is no stronger vasana of knowledge. And result is that our jivan is vikaratmak and not samskaratmak. When I say vikar means the modifications in the mind prompted by my irrational, illogical nature gained by the past births. I felt like being angry, I got angry. I felt I am important and I feel it is like that. So the circle of my I-ness is vikaratmak. It modifies nature about me, which I cannot predict very well how much I will be able to stop it. When that nature will start and when will it stop, I have no control. That is a vikar. About that nature which is higher and you can predict, I cannot do this or I'll do this, that is samskaratma. Both are having. Like the milk automatically curdled to become, spoiled milk. So this is vikar. But when you curdle the milk deliberately to make a ghee or paneer, etc., that is samskar. So when mind has automatic modification, which really I do not approve really, that is vikar. When I create a certain culture in the mind, so that my inner circle of thought could expand, and I am not excluding the godly thought and my knowledge. There is a vasana about the knowledge. The vasanized life and knowledge life are not different. As is my knowledge, so is my vasana. Where you have bridged the gap, as is my knowledge is one should not be attached, then I'm a vasana of detachment. My knowledge is that I should not have ahankar. Ahankar is the biggest culprit because it robs me of my peace and it distances everybody for me, and God is distant, and therefore I know I have little ahankar or no ahankar. So now when vasana is as per my knowledge, then there is a smoothness in the sadhana. It is easier to implement the plans of the Guru or the vision of the scriptures. This is called the life which has been cultured by upasana. So upasana is samskaratmak and our vasana is vikaratmak. Upasana makes you predictable about your goodness, and vasana makes you unpredictable about your not so good nature. Upasana expands the mind so that when you see somebody, you can visualize something big on the smallest thing. And vasana is such that I see small even in the big also. I have no control what I will see in a situation or a person or a action, etc. So please note, upasana is a conscious, deliberate exercise which you force sajati vritti pravaha vijati vritti anantaram. So you are continuously, little forcefully entertaining the same thought which has a very bigger, which object of that thought is very pervasive in its limitation. Very pervasive thought you are making in your mind. And then that pervasive thought, when you see an object or a person, you visualize upon that. You put on that and then you see a person or then you see a place. Like I gave the example that if you see the sandals of your Gurudev, so it is simple shoes, but you will visualize him on that. You will visualize the God or the Guru on that. I hope you are understanding. So what upasana does? It makes you feel something more than your body. You grow up from your body's sorrows and joys only. You experience a bigger sorrow of a bigger area and joy of a bigger area rather personalizing your sorrow. It depersonalizes your personality. It takes away the personalization of your personality. It is my problem, my sadness, my sorrow, my child. You have a very big area from which you can get sorrow and joy of a very big circle. So, if a person has done upasana, so he has developed lot of thought about that Ishta Devata or about that, and that thought which he has cultivated by repeated thinking, in action he needs that thought to make it offerable action. In fruit he needs that thought to make it a prasad buddhi. In attachment he needs the thought that I cannot be attached to this person because I have a bigger thought in me. In hatred, you can use that thought that when whole world is the expression of my own God, how can I hate one part of that Isht only? Hating the part will be hating the whole. So in this way, you slowly get out of your narrowness and impurity. Remember that Chitta Vishalta will take you to Chitta Shuddhi, and Chitta Shuddhi will take you to Chitta Ekagrata. So these three things will be little easy for you. You will have less anger because you will feel he is also part of me. So one has to do, and in upasana, one has to sit down and do the upasana. You have to, because when you are not good in something, you need exclusive attention in that area. You can drive the car, but if you are not good in driving, you need a field or a ground to drive first. You cannot be driving with everybody. So you need exclusive attention you have to give. If you are not very good, then you can drive in the whole crowd. You will be safe. But if you are a novice and you don't know where is gear and where is accelerator, like me, or where is the brake, then better you drive in the. There must be ground, fields are there where they take you for practicing, I think. So there are schools, driving schools are there, so they can take you for practice so that you don't hit anything. Ground means that no object is there, then you need that area. But if you are expert, so you need more. If the patient is not well, so doctor will see him exclusively and he needs an exclusive time now. So he will take him inside his room and he will say, all of you please go out of the room. Let me give me exclusive treatment. So because our mind is not well, so every day it needs exclusive treatment. You are treating the mind. You are defanging the mind. So if upasana is less, the narrowness of the mind, the bhed buddhi, that he is not mine, he is mine, he is not good, and he is very bad, I don't. All these things don't dissolve, they don't dilute, they don't, what shall I say, don't become more liquidated. It is very solidified thought of attachment is there. A solidified thought of hatred is there. So these thoughts which we are harboring for birds, it is not that easy, and that dampen and hamper our growth. So what you will hear Vedanta, and this thought will stop you for going to the drishta itself. And therefore, these upasana are emphasized for in our Upanishad classes. If you read Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya Upanishad, first 6 chapters is mainly on upasana. Six chapters. From 6th chapter onwards, Brahma Vidya starts. First to 5th chapter is mainly upasana. Brihadaranyaka also, first 2 chapters are a lot of upasanas there. All are Virat and Hiranyagarbha upasana. Unfortunately, we don't do upasana that much, and therefore our mind is not in a very healthy state. Healthy means there is no pain lurking somewhere. When I say that my body is healthy, that means there is no unnecessary pain. When your body is not healthy, pain may be in the back, in the knees, in the neck, in the shoulders, or in your elbows, or in your toes, or in your stomach, or all of these. Why people have pain everywhere. So you can't say what will start paining in the morning. So that body is yet not very healthy. So when mind is not healthy, on certain issues lot of pains are there. With certain person I have a pain, cross comes. With certain action I have a pain. With certain action I did have a pain. So you have not done sufficient upasana. When I say sufficient, your sufficient and my sufficient may be different. I may need this much upasana, you may need this much upasana. Depending on how much is the problem inside. It's serious problems, and it won't go just by knowing that I have a problem. It won't go. It has to be treated at this level. So yesterday you heard panca upasana, not punk, panct. Yesterday somebody was saying panct. In panca upasana, there were, if you remember, 3 fives in samashti and 3 fives in veshti. I'm not going to repeat everything, but Lok Pankt were there, Devta Pankt was there, and Bhoot Pankt was there. Pankt means group of 5 is called Pankt. And in Adhyatma, not Adhyatam, Adhyatma, don't become Punjabi, Adhyatma. So there were 3 Pankt. 3 Pankt. One was Vayu Pankt, then Indriya Pankt, and Dhatu Pankt. So if you remember that point, then it will help you. So don't take these upasanas just for granted. It has lot of value. Now what is important thing, that Rishi Ravochata, Rishi had 2 meanings. One was Ved and other was a particular Rishi. Rishati means Janati, one who knows. Panktam va pankte naiva panktam sprunoti ti. Now please be careful. So, in our microcosm also pankt is there and macrocosm also pankt is there. So what shall I do? On the microcosmic pankt, you visualize the macrocosmic pankt. On the microcosmic pankt, you visualize the macrocosmic pankt. What do you mean by that? Don't get worried about this pankt. Don't see the pankt per se. Pankt is just to illustrate that God is there also. One's expression of God is that group of 5s, and this expression of God is this group of 5. So as much God is in the Dhyandena, as much God is in the macrocosm, so much God is in the microcosm. इसको पकड़ना आप. When it is said that 3 adhyatmic pankt was there, Indriya pankt was there, then Dhatu pankt was there, and then Vayu pankt was there. So the sense organ, the pranapan, vyan ityadi vayu and dhatus, all are extremely close to you. Rather, you are one with that. Now, that means you are totally drenched by God. You are totally drenched by God. कुछ कम हो गया है क्या? Somebody is listened or what? हाँ हाँ, कुछ लेस लग रहा है. थोड़ा सा just increase slightly. I feel it is less. Huh? हाँ, now this is okay. This is less. This is less still. So, हाँ, this is okay. Now, this one, this you can increase. Now I am saying, what I am saying here, there also 5 is there, and here also 5 is there. So this 5, please be careful. This 5, which 5? The 5 which is at the microcosm, that here 5ness is equal to expression of God actually. That means same amount of God is in the microcosm. I have the same amount of God. Now first step is this. So when you think of God, that I have the God in me, so now tell me what desire you will have. I already have fullness in me, that means. And that fullness if I have, so I am visualizing God in me, first of all. So that means God who is in me, He is already full. Then I don't need anything, that I am very happy. Then I am very unconditioned. I don't need any relative. Then I don't need any kind of action to make me happy. It is my own nature now. This is the first step. If you have understood first step, then I will go to the second step. Second step is that everywhere panca is there. So, because this God and that God, which is in Samashti, there also God is there. Therefore, I alone am in other places also. So, it is my expression, an expression of God only. So, you are able to now visualize or expand yourself. So, whom you see? You see a friend, you see enemy. So where is the bhed lying now? It can solve lot of problems in our life, because all problems, emotional problem starts with the bhed buddhi actually. Emotionally, person can be very disturbed where is area of bhed buddhi is there, that he is different, I have nothing to do with him, he is different, I am different, I am more important, he is less important, or he is becoming more important now and he is making me less important. Because of him, I am feeling less important. My importance has gone because of him. Now, if you have thought all these things, then you will be in a quagmire with that particular thought. Because you are not able to see beyond yourself and himself. You are not seeing the godness which is pervading you and pervading him or her. You are stuck up if something is smaller. And this will take away the peace of your mind. Okay? This is called panca upasana. Upasana of panca. 5-5 upasana is there. So don't just see 5-5. 5-5 is not to be seen. There is no inspiration in seeing 5-5. You don't. What you see 5-5? That 5 means the expression of godliness. Same expression is there. It is not that here there is less God and there in Johannesburg there is more God. In America there is more God than in Durban. Huh? Or in house there is more God. Your money may be more, but God is not more. If God is also somewhere more, somewhere less, then God will be vikari. That means He has modified that. Dying God is there. So this is pankte naiva panktam spronotiti. So when a person is spronati means balayati, puryati. He is feeling By his adhyatmic pank, he is feeling adi bhautik pank. His everything is feeling by himself. In short, he will not feel that I lack something in my life. I lack in my I. When you superimpose the lackness on yourself, then only culprit comes out. When I am not having, I is very incomplete, then after that, whatever you will do and whatever you will feel will be with incompleteness, and that will create a vacuum in your I or in your life. Because you will feel I am unlucky, I am sad, I am, what shall I say, I have to get this to make myself complete. So all these thoughts will inundate your personality, and you will go to, what is there, Ananda. There's one place called Ananda. It is in Durban. Here only. Like, 20 kilometers almost. Ananda, it's a black township, I think. So you will go to Ananda. Because you are not full in yourself. ये आप अपने ऊपर करिए. Moment you feel, I don't have car, I don't have this, I don't have fame, you feel I have God. Bas, what is required? Rather, I am God. God is in me, pervading and percolating me. So why should I feel low if I don't have a certain amount of money, or if I don't have that much of family, or if I don't have a fame? And please note, misunderstanding about I will always create misunderstanding about others. Because after that, you will feel, he did not do. He gave me sadness. That means, you can be given sadness. Wow. You had a lot of space in you to be given sadness. You are sadable. He gave me a lot of sadness and he spoiled my life. Your life can be spoiled also. Achha. That means it is very modifying. It is a spoilable life. Why are you making yourself a doormat? How can your life be spoiled when God is there? When you are full of God, how can you be impure? How can you bring impurity? How should you desire something? And when the person in front of you, his intrinsic nature is godliness, then why you are dealing with the incidental nature of that person? Because somebody is putting on white dress, you will say he is white. You will say he is incidentally putting on white dress. Moment he will get the opportunity, after 31st, he will put on again colored dress. You are putting on yellow dress. That means you are yellow. You are incidentally putting on yellow dress. If somebody is putting on jeans, means he is jeans. Like you are put on when you go out, holiday, etc. That means you are jeans. Here another avatar is there. In the ashram, another avatar is there. As they go out in the family holidays, another avatar comes. Only therefore I don't send photographs. But some photographs are leaked out. हम कह रही तो ऐसा दिख रहा है, तो अजीब आदमी है यार. अरे भाई, ये तो somebody is bad, he has done bad action. Inside only the God is there. And then he is incidentally done a bad action. He is not bad all the time. Only he is foolish. He is incidentally foolish. He doesn't eat by his nose. He has this buddhi that food has to be put in the mouth only. He is not that foolish to eat by nose. He has put a straw in the nose and drinking Pepsi, etc. This intellect he has that he puts the straw in the mouth. इतना भी पागल नहीं है वो. So nobody is totally bad like that. So don't make the incidental personality intrinsic personality. More your attention is towards the intrinsic in you and intrinsic in others, more you will be dealing the incidental personality objectively. I'm repeating it. फिर से बोले, somebody is acting in a film or in a drama. So the costume that he has put on is incidental. That person is intrinsic. And supposing in the drama he is crying because his role was to cry. Sometimes in the film, the very emotional role is there. And they put a glycerine or something so that the actor or actress can cry. You know that. So a lot of crying is there. So they put something. But I'll tell you, I have heard, I have not seen all these things, I have no interest in seeing. They say sometimes the scene is so emotional that the actor or actress by herself starts crying so much. You have not heard. And that person who was to give him that material to show the tears is not. And after the scene is over, because that scene was very emotional. That scene itself was very emotional, and the whole crews go there and hug that. So they know that intrinsically actually he is not sad. But with the incidentally he was sad. But he depicted that sadness very well. So when you see your incidental personality objectively and intrinsic personality subjectively as the godliness in you, and the intrinsic in other person as the godliness in others, so you will see the badness of a person objectively. You will see his laziness objectively. You will see his, friendliness objectively. Because your attention is somewhere. Like, famous example I go. Somebody has Bhagwan Ram and Lakshman made out of gold and he worships every day. So he is very emotional, but he is so poor, he has to sell that to the goldsmith. Now he says, see, the Ramji is there, what is the cost of your gold? He says, see, per gram I take 20,000 or 10 gram, whatever cost is there. He said, no, but Ramji is Ramji. Please charge, give more cost. It is not concerned about that. The goldsmith is not seeing Ramji intrinsically. He is seeing gold intrinsically and the shape incidentally. He is not concerned about your emotion for Ramji or how close you are. Or bhai bole Ramji Lakshmanaji you gave at the cost, but Hanumanji is very dear to me. Don't take this Hanumanji on the same price. At least give a bigger price because हमारे लिए बहुत कीमती है ये. It's very precious for me. Nothing doing. What is the cost of the gold? Is the gold. I'm not concerned about what you are feeling for Hanumanji is there. Similarly, when you live in this world, you, knowing the intrinsic nature, deal with the incidental nature. Not knowing the intrinsic nature, when you deal with incidental nature, you will be caught up and you will be bound with that person. Well, I don't know what you are saying, intrinsic, I don't know what is there. I have only one question, there is no holiday here. So on Sundays, there should be one holiday. So that if somebody has to catch up with their sleep, etc., or wash clothes, etc., they can do so. We are not like you. You are non-stop. You please stop for some time. You please understand, I will not give any holiday. Neither I will take, neither I will give. If you have no holiday for food, if you have no holiday for bath, how can you have a holiday for satsang? That day, supposing on you that you pass away, then what will happen? On that day only you passed away where you had no satsang. So you will be thinking about all these things. That is right. Let me not pass away still. Let us complete SUP first. When I am saying, you visualize that on yourself. Don't make yourself a guinea pig or make yourself somebody who is very small or who is very lost or who is very poor because I don't know good English or I don't know good Sanskrit, therefore I am not good, or I'm not very having good look, or I am becoming very old, or I am lower caste person, or I am higher caste person. Don't put all these things on the God. Don't forget the God. You essentially, the godliness is there, then all these things come on the top of it. Then it is fine. Knowing the gold, you can see the murti on the gold. I hope you are understand. Similarly, other person is also, but intrinsically he is there, but incidentally he is behaving. So this is called pankte naiva panktagam sprunoti ti. So what will happen after that? After that, your outlook will be very healthy. That means it will be painless outlook. You'll see he did cheat me. But this is the nature of the Maya, When Sati ji lied to Bhagwan Shiv, so Bhagwan Shiv had no anger. Bahuri. Then he said, Harihi, Bahuri Ram Maya hi Sirunama. Sati prehi dehi jhoot bolawa. He smiled, बोले होता है कोई बात नहीं. भगवान राम को याद किया वहाँ पे. He said Maya of Bhagwan Ram is very strong. So he did not see Sati ji's fault independently. He saw along with Ramji Maya and Sati ji's fault. We see only that person. We don't know Maya is very strong. Bhagwan's Maya, this happens. This is what happens. It is not that like Bhagwan ki Maya hi aisi hai. Bauri Ram Maya hi sirunava Sati preri jahi jhoot bulawa. Voice is okay? Huh? Say yes. Voice not there. Okay. This is still not okay. This side. This side you raise. This side is okay. Anyway, I hope you are grasping what I am saying. Don't have a incomplete view. Incomplete vision will make us, what shall I say, take a strong, unwanted impression from a person. You fail with somebody when you have gathered more impression of smallness. More impression of smallness of a shape. You didn't have impression about God. Chalo, this is over. This upasana is over. Pankt upasana. This was 7th one. 7th one was there. Chale? Bole, chaliye aap. Chalte hain. And supposing you see somebody's goodness, then somebody's goodness, when people were praising Bharatji, so Bharatji said this thing only. He said, tell me, if monkey is dancing, so you don't congratulate the monkey, you congratulate the monkey charmer. And if the parrot is saying Ram Ram, so you don't compliment the parrot. You say, the one who is the master of that house, you say, Wah, bada aapne Ram Ram sikhaya hai isko. So I am that monkey and the parrot. Don't forget your intrinsic God. Well, I should not want. Don't want out of incompleteness. When you want out of completeness, it is called a play or leela. Want out of completeness. Like in front of a small grandson, the father or grandfather became a horse. And he said, okay, so the Ajad became horse. On the top of him, the small child is now. And holding his ears here, he is using hand. rains. He said, please go there. Dadaji, please tell, hey, fish, hey. And he is doing like that. It is his Leela. And he is a CEO of a company. Or he is a manager somewhere. So he doesn't forget that by doing this, I become small in some manner. I have not become really hoarse. I have not become really hoarse. Or he is making a sound of a cuckoo bird. He has not become cuckoo bird. So when you remember the main thing and then you work, then work it becomes a play. Khel means in Sanskrit, Kha means Akash, La means Liyate. Akashe Liyate. Who doesn't create a vasana? It dissolves somewhere. It has not become an issue. Always understand these points. Don't try to correct anybody by thinking he is totally wrong. He said wrong is in him, on his God wrong is seen. You say like that internally. You say like, on the God in him, some wrongness is seen. On the God in him, more goodness is seen. In the God in me, many goodnesses are there. In the God in me, many badnesses are there. So you are doing this upasana, and this will keep your mind sane. And you will be balanced. Unbalanced means the person who only sees one side of the personality, one aspect of the living. That is called unbalanced personality. Eating only one thing day and night. One person was eating only almond only whole day. One day when Swamiji came, if you remember, he said, I had open heart surgery. So we said, why? What is the name of that Swamiji who came here? And I said, why? Well, whole day I was eating cashew nut. Cashew nut is extremely high in cholesterol. They say 1, 2, 3 cashew nut is equal to one full paratha. It is so much of ghee is there. One should not eat more than 3, 4 cashew nut. Nuts are very high in oil. Very high in oil. It had oxalate. It can create a stone also. Nuts. Limited number is required. Maximum 4 cashew nut. Maximum. Corresponding to 4 purusharth. Arth, Kam, Dharma, Moksha. Not, he said, whole day I was eating that only. So that will be unbalanced. आप ठीक से पूरा देखो ना किसी को. You are just seeing, but our habit is of seeing something wrong. It is a habitual thing. Like, a saint sees a woman and a kami sees a woman. Both see same woman they are seeing, but both will see different things. One may see Devi, one may see, the enjoyment tendency. She will see the form. So, it is the matter of training the mind. He has trained the mind to see. You see what you have trained to see. It is not that his thing is like that. You have trained to see. I'm just giving you example. You see the Shivji here in our temple. You see, Are bhai Shivji in ashram. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishwesh. One Muslim will come. He will see differently. For him, it's a stone. It's an idol. You will not see that. Your training is different. He will not be able to conceive why these people are worshipping that. What is the problem with that? A different thing is there. And therefore you can always do the upasana by seeing something bigger. Or you can see in me, well, I don't like him. How can he is another form of yours? How can you not like him? He's another form. When your finger is broken or it is bleeding or it has pus, sometime in our childhood we used to hurt ourselves a lot. So sometime the abscess formed. An abscess, pus used to ooze out. You must have seen. And sometimes you do your own bracing also. So you took some cotton and the potassium permanganate was there, one medicine was there. And you used to press it and take out the pus. And ultimately pus was there. And you used to put some medication by yourself. Who will go to the doctor? He will cut it. So we don't want to go to the doctor. I will do my own dressing. So you do your own dressing. You are not hating that pus because it is yours. It is not yours. Supposing by mistake you spit on your own hand, this which may happen at certain time. By mistake you spit. You will get angry on that time. That why? Because on the spit also I-ness is there. It doesn't appear as dirty as somebody else's spit will spit on your hand, on your face. Then you'll see so dirty nonsense person. See what you did for, not for me. Because you are seeing your spit along with the intrinsic, you are seeing incidental. You did a mistake. By mistake your cup slipped and it broke. Now you forgive yourself very easily. I am poor thing. I am, what can I do? It was my mistake. I didn't see anything. But somebody else is there, you will be very angry. This person, he broke many cups. This is not the first cup he broke. Every cup he breaks, I tell you. All cup only he broke of the ashram. Anybody who breaks a cup, he should be charged, I think. He is the only one. He spoils all the set and makes me upset. You should remove all the porcelain cup. Let us bring all the steel cups only. Let them throw. I'm tired of these people. Now you are seeing something external. And you have forgotten that cup is only an incidental thing. Today or tomorrow it will be broken one day. Don't worry. Or I could have broken the same cup. What mistake he did, I also would have done the same mistake. I'm not that I'm free from that. Either bring complete I, either bring complete God. Don't see only the person, only your work, only your book, only that person good and bad. You will be in bondage after that. Because you will be attached to his badness. You will be attached to his goodness. I hate somebody means I am attached to his badness. You are too attached by thinking about his badness. That mind has developed a tendency to think about how bad he is. Or I'm too attached to how good you are in everything. Both way you are depriving yourself from freedom. Both way you are making yourself more hurtable person. Because if you are attached and he doesn't respond or he is not there with you, you will feel empty. And the one who you don't like, he is with you, you will feel very irritated. Every small thing will irritate him about him. Well, see, he hit my shoes and didn't put it. I am fed up of this. He is a very careless person. Very careless. So careless, I cannot tell you. Acha? Haan. He doesn't bother about anybody. He has no sense at all. He is so careless. His shoes never are like that. As if Mahabharat war was there. One is here, one is there. Everything about him is disorganized. Yesterday he was putting on pant instead of shirt. He forgot. And he thought the shirt is a skirt. And he put the shirt there. He's so fit. I'm tired of this. I'm now even getting a sanskar of that. Don't be like that. Be free. Use the world to free yourself from negativities. And you need a difficult person to take out the difficult personality in you. There's a difficult personality in me. Don't have that. So this is the meaning of upasana. I hope. Please note, no knowledge involved. Because you don't know that God, how God is everywhere, how self is everywhere. Upasana is in the area of ignorance only. I don't know how God is everywhere, who is God, or what is the meaning of self being all, or how is I self. I don't know all these things, but I am just repeating the thought because it was told by the Guru or Shastra. I hope you have got some insight or some clue. Not, what is it? What is that? Clue. Clove. Kloof, not kloof. Clue. Another clove. Cloves. Here I had put this much clove in my room. This much clove. What was it? For his throat. For the throat. And every day you take clove, I think 2 cloves you take for the teeth. 2, 3 cloves she is taking every day before sleeping. Daytime. And therefore she has no tooth issues. Because of her, dentists are suffering. But clove will take away cough. Acha. All this doesn't work with me. My cough is a very strong cold. Such a strong cold comes that nothing works. Neither haldi works, neither ginger works, neither clove works. It takes its own toll and then goes. Never mind. I hope you are understanding this thing. Try to change the way of thinking. Try to become more bigger in the thinking. Try to be a little broader in the understanding yourself. And others also. Don't say, I'm so bad, I'm fed up of myself. Don't say all this. Badness is in me. I'm not only bad. There is certain goodness. There is a God in me. Respect the divinity in you first. Respect the divinity in you. When I don't do anything wrong, why? Because divinity in me is there. I want to protect my sanctity, my chastity. It is below my standard. I have to be aware of my goodness, of my God in me. I have to carry the God in me all the time, wherever I am there. There has to be, my presence should be God's presence in me. Therefore, you have so much of nyas, etc. is there. Angan nyas is there. Karan nyas is there. Hridaya nyas is there. Shiran nyas is there. You will see the priest is doing like that. He is respecting the divinity in him. Why you said keep your body clean, keep your clothes clean? Why? You are more aware of the divinity. You are in godliness. You are more. There is an incidental personality of human being on the God in you. Incidental personality of my Jeev is there on the infinite God in me. God is not something objective. He is more subjective than my badnesses. Don't subjectify your badness. Subjectify God more. Feel more purer. Feel more cleaner in your intention, in your attitude, in your way of expression. In your attitude, no, I never thought like that. I have never had any impure thought about this person. I have never abused anybody. Acha, yes, I was telling one day that I never remember one bad word I using in my whole life. Mentally also. People only chant in mentally. When they are angry on somebody, they'll chant someone, but not. They are doing, what shall I say, Upanishad jap is there, not by Krivani. Why you are disturbing your sanctity? Why you are saying like that? Dog, don't say all these things. Now I cannot see openly, so I'll say it mentally, or I'll mutter slightly. No, don't disturb your godliness. There is a famous story. There's a great king called Porus of India. And when Alexander attacked, Porus was defeated. So it is said that in the morning, in the prison, so Alexander went to see him. He said, Porus, how are you? He was in the prison. How should I behave with you? You know what he gave us? He said, behave me as a king as behaves with a king. And second, he said very nice line. He said, please move away. Sunlight is coming. I am the sunlight. Don't obstruct the divinity in you. Don't forget that Vivekananda used to say, each soul is potentially divine. So you are that divinity. Don't disturb your own godliness and then work. You will be unnecessarily caught up with small. And the moment you become lusty, angry, you are forgetting the big godliness. You are attached. What is that? Pankte naiva panktagam is pranoti. So you have not put 5 on you. That is God is not there, which 5 is everywhere. That 5 is the expression of godliness, I mentioned that. And what happened to that 5? इतने को नीचा क्यों दिखा रहे हो? I am nobody, he has a nice car, I am not having. What car will make you? He has a nice body, I don't have a body, I am very short. He is so tall. अच्छा, हाँ, क्या छोटी बात को लेकर? I am dark, he is very fair. It's so unfair. What is this? I'm so heavyweight. I can't, they say, bhai, Manish said that, be graceful that day. He will not say that, to lose your weight. He will say, please be graceful in your body. He will not say that you are overweight. People feel bad. They stop coming. So he will say, no, please keep your body graceful. Good way to say. Please put your body graceful. Because some people felt bad that he said you are overweight. Some girls were there and they left after that. Huh? I get all this information, I keep on listening, then I use it wherever required. अरे ये सब क्या है? अरे मोटे तो क्या है? If you see Swami Nityanand ji, his paunch was like this, totally dark, jet dark. Jet means jet dark. This is when he was a small child. He was born almost dead. And nobody knew who was the mother because he was found under a tree. So somebody said, kill a crow. And from that flesh of the crow, you smear all around. And they smeared all around. And he became totally dark after that. Bade Mahatma he was. Swami Abhedananda was very, very hefty. Like this. And he used to joke, see, I don't fight with anybody. Because after fighting, if chases me, I cannot run. मजाक करते थे, जोक करते थे. Understand that aspect. It is not an objective class going on which I have to finish somehow. Class has to make some wee bit of change in my thinking. Okay, I was this disturbed, I am this disturbed. I was coming after 2 hours, I was coming back. Now it takes 1 hour. After 1 hour, I am fine. Earlier it was 2 hours. 1 year back, 5 days I was out. Now it has become 1 hour. At least some changes there. Now let me go ahead in the next section. Are you getting my point? So don't complain, don't be hating, don't get attached, don't have calm, don't have too much of growth. Make it a play. Action should be to express godliness. Vyavahar should be to express how complete I am from inside. Vyavahar should be for Paramarth. Therefore, when action is to express completeness, it is called worship, puja. When karma is out of purnata, that karma is called puja. When karma is out of incompleteness, that karma is called bhog. Now it has become bhog now. I'm indulging, I'm enjoying. Sometime when we go and any hotel is there, they'll bring something to eat. And last is enjoy. We don't enjoy. It is we see God in the food. We don't enjoy the food. Sometimes in the houses, Swamiji enjoy the food. We don't enjoy. This tendency has left long back. We don't enjoy. We just worship the food there. So we are not, because I already have the joy. Why should I enjoy? I already have fulfillment. The enjoyment of the food is very small in comparison to the enjoyment of the Lord that I have and I am. So keep that as a vision. Even if you don't understand Vedanta, repeat this idea. Now I am coming to 8th Anubhava. Well, class is getting over and now you are coming to 8th Anubhava. Okay. So it is 9:39. So it is because these things people don't understand with this panca upasana. They take this first chapter of Taittiriya very lightly. And result is that their mental growth is not there. Intellectual growth without mental growth will create a very split personality. And remember that you are listening to it. And you say this person did like that. My dear, he has never listened. Compared to him, he has listened only 5% of what you must have heard. And your response and his response will be same. Sharam nahi aati. Here, you are working hard, I am working hard. Every morning I am coming, you are coming, tumbling and fumbling. You are coming here. And the person whom you don't like, he doesn't listen to anything. Or he has less listen. And my response and his response is same. Well, I gave him left and right. When I hear all these things, I said, Batao. वाह रे भगवान, हम भी राम जी की माया को प्रणाम करते. I offer नमस्कार to राम जी इस माया की क्या माया है. इतना सुनने के बाद भी आदमी ऐसे ही रहता है. क्या करा जाए? Don't be so satisfied with your responses, with your mind, with your schedule, with your action, with your attitude, till you perfect it. And therefore we give time to this upasana. I always stress too much on upasana and karma yoga. People are after Jnana Yoga because they don't have to do anything in that. They can sit. And it is difficult. You can argue, you can give a talk. Because you give a talk has nothing to do with spirituality. Because you can talk or because you can write a book, it has nothing to do with spirituality. Or because you have crowd, it doesn't mean anything. Like you were saying, big crowd, I have no attraction for crowd. Any politician will get a crowd. We are not after crowd, we are after God. When we left home, I had no idea that we have to talk also. That something is called, you become brahmachari, and then you have to post-study, you will be talk. No idea of all these things. There's only one thing is there, we'll see God, we'll do jap, we'll serve Guru. This was the only idea in the mind. And I want that to remain forever. We are not motivational speakers, neither we want to become. We're not for anything else. We are only for truth, for God, for self, for sacrifice. I hope you are, so that we do upasana for that. So next tomorrow we will see, what is it tomorrow? Omkar upasana. Don't forget this. What? Only Omkar upasana. No. What I just not tell. I have not started, how will you forget? I have yet to start in yoga. What I told, don't forget. What I have not told, don't forget that. Just yet to be clarified. Revise it, and at least in your write 10 benefits of upasana. Today's notes, 10 benefits of upasana, point-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that you write it. What you did not say 10. If I find out for all the days, search and don't copy from somebody. That all got together and got 10. One he said, one she said. Share sorrows and joy. You can discuss with somebody if you want. You can churn. But understand what is upasana, what we do in upasana, and what are the 10 effects of upasana in our life. Don't write from your side. What is said, that only you write. Don't give your original thoughts. And you different kind of notes come. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah.